Okay, the transfer is complete. It took about 25 minutes, even though it said about 32, so that's about appropriate. According to the screen here, we remove the disk, which will restart the console. We turn off the console. We disconnect the transfer cable, and then we replace the hard drive. So let's go ahead and do that. Eject the disk. Console shuts. Turn off the console. And we disconnect the 120 gigabyte hard drive, which is connected via the USB cable. We disconnect the 20 gigabyte hard drive. All you do is push the button, and that releases it. It should pull right out. Okay, 20 gigs out. Put the 120 gig in. And we'll fire it back up again. Alright, looks like our profile stayed intact. There's two profiles. If we go over to Media and come down here to Pictures, we see my Media Center upstairs. We look at Music. We ripped a couple of a couple of CDs directly to the Xbox. That stuff is still here. And one other thing that a lot of people don't realize is that the Xbox 360 is also a media extender. A media extender will connect to either a Windows XP Media Center box. That would be a computer that's got Media Center installed on it. I used to do that, and now about a year ago I upgraded to Windows Vista and installed some TV tuner cards and use the TV tuner cards to make the system act as a DVR, or a digital video recorder, and I'm able to go ahead and grab that information from down on the Xbox 360, which is plugged into the local home network. So right now it's connecting to the Windows Media Center, which is running Windows Vista upstairs, Vista Home Premium, I believe. And this is the Windows Media Center interface that you would usually see on a Windows Windows Vista Home Premium. I believe you'll also see it on Ultimate and probably a couple of other versions. The parts that I like about it best are the recorded TV. Here we've got 10 episodes of Charlie Jade, 30 Jobs, 11th Hour, Heroes, iCarly, Johnny Test. So these are all of the recordings that we've set the system to record upstairs. I'd show you some of this stuff, but we'd probably get in trouble with some kind of copyright violation, I'm sure. One other thing on the recorded TV tab is that you can come up here and either view what's scheduled, or you can add a recording. You can add a recording either via the TV guide that's built in, or via the search functionality. If you look at the TV guide, it'll show you all the shows that are on right now on the various channels, and you can go ahead and just hit the record button on the remote control to record anything you want. The wonderful thing about it is if you start watching live television, it acts as a DVR that's continuing to record into the future. So what you're watching now, you can pause it, go get a snack, come back and resume it, and it'll go ahead and it's recording as it goes along. So it's true DVR functionality. We'll hit the back button. We've got the live TV we can go to, the guide that you just saw. There's also a movies guide which shows you all the movies that are playing right now. And if you wait for a second, it'll start going in there and populating all the thumbnails on all of these. But right now it's showing what's on now. If you see across the top, we've got what's on next. We can select by various genres, or we can go with what's top rated. So these are all it's going out there and looking at the cable, trying to find out what's scheduled and what's on the TV guide that's playing right now. So that's kind of a neat functionality. Up on the music side, we've got our music library, which again is going upstairs and looking at what's installed on the computer upstairs on the Media Center or on the Vista box. And we've got pictures and videos. I've got a picture library and I've got a video library. The nice thing about the setting it up like this is we can go down here in the music library and start something playing. Let's see if I can find something that came on here. I would imagine this came with the box, so I'll go ahead and start playing that. And then while that plays in the background, we can come up here to our picture library, which again is looking at the system upstairs. And we can look at all the pictures that are on the system upstairs. We can sort them all by name, or we can sort them all by date. Let's see if I can find something that's fairly innocuous here. So these are some pictures that we took over to college. If we select that, we can look at an individual picture, or we can come up here to the top and play a slideshow of those pictures. The nice thing I like about the slideshow functionality about this is that it will go ahead and add some motions to the pictures. So it's not just a static fade in, fade out type of a thing. It'll play the pictures, it'll scan across them in different ways, different randomized ways, and it actually adds for a very nice effect. So I'll go ahead and I'll stop that. I'll stop the music, and we'll come back. And we can do the same thing with a video library. Any kind of videos that we've ripped and or recorded or whatever, and put them up there in the video library. Online media, we can explore online media. This is all the existing functionality for right now. This is what's in the showcase right now. It's a scary part of the showcase right now. But anyways, this is what's in the showcase on the Xbox 360. You can also go with TVs and movies, music and radio, news and sports. Hit the back button now. We've got video game news, learn how, and then new extenders. This is some stuff that Microsoft's pushed down, I guess, to show some of the other media extenders that are out there. In my guesstimation, the Xbox 360 pretty much makes about the best media extender there is. One other nice thing about here is the sports. If we look at what's on right now, we'll go in there and it'll show me what's playing on the NFL, tell me how far they are into the game right at this moment, and then show me what the scores are. World Series of Poker, CFL football, Sports Night, Big Break X, Michigan, motocross, and so on. So it looks like right now Oakland and Denver, Oakland's up 24-10, and the Redskins versus Seattle Seahawks 17-10 at the moment. And then we can see what's on later, scores, and then see some stats on some of the players. So it's a really slick interface. Curious to see how things change up once we do the upgrade, but we'll be doing that here in a few minutes. So that's how we upgrade the system from 20 gigabyte to 120 gigabyte hard drive in preparation for the, the firmware upgrade on the Xbox 360. Next step, we're going to upgrade the firmware.